Thanks and welcome to a new GTK tutorial, a new GTK stack tutorial. Now it is time to move on and to give a meaning for button 3 and 4, because we didn't set it to something special, which means we are going to do it right now, right here. So for this, of course, we need to call again the G-signal connect. So I'm going to make a copy of button 2. I'm going to make 2 of them, just to not forget again that I didn't call it on the right button. So basically we are going to create a callback number 3 this time, and this callback which we are going to create it will be called on the both buttons, button 3 and 4. You will see in a second how exactly works and what exactly we are going to use in this video, because it will be a complicated callback, but once that you check it, it will be just easy as all others. So this is the callback 3, and now of course we need to define it, which I'm going to do it right now. The first thing first, you already know, we're going to check those 2 returns. If fail, now that everything is fine, we can now declare again a variable static. We are going to say again G boolean 1 with, because I'm going to use, and the flag pointed to be to false. Now the thing which we are going to the new things which you are going to set and the new things which I'm going to apply will be a little bit interesting, but it will be show you another approach of those things which you are involved in this callback function. So I'm going to say get child by name. So I'm going to use the function get child by name. So the GTK stack get child by name, which you see we didn't use it already. So it's a new function, guys. That's very important for you to understand that we are using different functions right here, which is a function which, guys, returns a GTK widget this time, and not a void or some other values, a gboolean something. It returns a widget, which is very important. It says finds the child of the GTK stack with the name given the argument. Now we are going to make a different approach. So we have the stack and the name. Watch. I'm going to pass it right here, and I'm going to say the same story. If flag it is false, which is true because we did set it to false, isn't it? Then we are going to say GTK widget. We are going to declare a widget pointer, and I'm going to call it get child name. Get child name, and I'm going to point it to GTK stack child name. And here I'm going to pass the stack as the first one, and of course we need the audio headphones. This is very important for us. Now because we have it, we are going to call again the GTK stack set visible child fold, which we already use it right here. So we are going to call this one again. We are going to pass the stack as the first one, and the second one, it will be the audio headphones. So if I am right, it should be work with get child name this time, which is very important for you to understand this thing. And of course the GTK stack transition type, and for this time we are going to use slide left, not over, slide left. And once that we choose that, we are going to set, of course, the flag to true. Now, of course, we can do some more, like for example, we could call also the GTK widget set tooltip text, no markup, just text, because we need to put a tooltip also. So we're on the get child, and the tooltip will be audio phones, which of course you can get it with GTK widget get name as well. And now, because we set the tooltip also, we can now say gprint and something like switching to audio headphones. And now, because we are done with it, if it's false, now let us fix the true one, which means if it's true, we are going to do the same thing. Now we are going to say that instead of headphones we need headset. We get a child by name after we search the audio set child and we put it in here inside, and then we use the GTK stack set visible and we pass the child name here instead of just string name, and then we set a tooltip to the child name, which is of course the audio headset. Once that we have it, we can print it gprint switch to audio headset. Let me compile it and run it and see what happens. Okay, we have a problem. The second argument of the child, the second one. Okay, yes, it's true, because my bad. We need to pass his name, so const gchar const get name GTK widget get. I try to pass a widget instead of a string of a name of a char. So now we have the get child name right here, and now because we have the name, we can actually change it to the name where we need it inside the set visible child function. So let's see what happens. Still again another problem, get name undeclared. Yes, of course, I forgot. So you don't need to do it in an if statement, you can do it also. Okay, now let me compile it and run it. Finally, hopefully it's working, and it should. Now works fine. Now let's see, what do we have here? We have the button 1, switch it with button 5. I'm going to click now on the webcam. Webcam says the webcam button was click, and now when I switch to audio set, if I click now audio set, it will switch to audio phone. And of course we have a problem. Has not been found, the GTK child name. Okay, I did a little bit complicated things, which I need to check what exactly I did. So I got the child name, and the child name is a GTK button. So I try to get the name of the button, which is wrong, because we don't need a GTK button. We need the headphone. So it's not working. I'm going to use it back, and so I'm going to drop this one. My mistake, sorry guys, whatever. We can learn from our mistakes. So basically you cannot pass the name of the button. We need to pass the name which is registered into our stack instead of that. So let me see if I'm right. Let me check it again. So the computer and phone are switching, the webcam it's working, and now let's see the final contest, switching to audio phone and switching back to, yes, I need to put a new line character, because if not it is hard to see where the difference is. So let's see. Again, I'm going directly to the headset right here. I'm going to click it, switch into audio phones, which is true, that's the audio phone icon, and now switch into audio set, which is the audio set icon, which was also true. So that being said, that's all, and this is the way how you work with GTK stack. If you need more information, let me first pass this one to our already learned functions. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 functions which were used. The last functions, the other function which we didn't use, we didn't because we don't need it now. I don't need to find the interpreter size. I need to know how to set it. Of course, I don't need to get the transition type. If I need it, you know how you do. You just declare a GTK stack transition type, and of course the vertical and horizontal homogeneous. I didn't use it, but I use instead the homogeneous directly. So basically, we use almost all the functions. Why I'm saying almost? Because there is another function, the only function which I didn't talk about it, and it's this one, and it is called GTK stack add title. Adds a child to stack. The child is given by the name, and the title will be used by GTK stack switcher. You see? So that's the reason why I didn't use it, because we don't need it here. There's no reason to use it. You need it when you work with GTK stack switcher, and GTK stack switcher, it will be the next widget which we are going to learn. It will be the next interesting widget which probably you are going to use it a lot in your application, because I find it very important and very interesting. It's a very good widget to be used. Anyway, if you call it now, what's happened? GTK stack add title. Let me check it with you together. You know, I'm going to replace the first call just right here. I'm going to make a copy of it. Now I'm going to comment this copy, and I'm going to call this function. This function says the first one was the stack, the second was the child, the next one was the name, and then the title. So let's put a title, phone title. You see, I'm just replacing the add title with add name. Nothing special. Okay, what do you think is happened? Nothing. Of course nothing's happened. You see, everything works fine the way you create your program. Entry, back to phone, switching to computer, switching back to phone. You see, everything works fine, but this one has no meaning for your GTK stack. This one has a meaning for your GTK stack, like the function description says. It is important for your GTK stack switcher. That being said, thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, share with your friends and neighbors, and until next time, see you guys.